Imagine a tiny dial behind your ears, and slowly you begin to turn it down. The sharp, piercing whine of the modern world, the constant pings, the bright screens, the endless rush, starts to fade into a low, warm hum. You aren't walking through a door, you are changing your internal frequency. The world around you isn't getting clearer, it's getting softer. Today, we aren't just looking at old photos, we are looking at a biological reset button. We are exploring the science behind why a simple, grainy image of a 1980s street or a neon sign has the power to physically calm your nervous system. The first secret lies in what scientists call visual noise. Modern digital photos are too perfect. They are an interrogation of reality, showing every pore, every sharp edge, and every harsh light. But 80s images have grain. That texture acts like a visual filter for your stress. Because the image isn't perfectly sharp, your brain doesn't have to work as hard to scan it for threats or data. It's the visual equivalent of white noise. When you look at a soft, bleeding image of a rainy mall parking lot, your eyes finally stop searching and start resting. Your brain recognizes this lack of detail as a signal that you are safe, allowing your mind to drift into a state of deep, effortless relaxation. We also have to look at the science of the glow. Modern screens use blue light, which mimics the high noon sun and keeps your brain in a state of high alert. But 80s imagery is famous for its amber and magenta palette. Think of the warm orange of a street lamp, or the soft purple of a late evening sky in 1984. These colors match the natural golden hour of the human body. When your brain sees these specific warm frequencies in an image, it triggers the release of melatonin and lowers your heart rate. You aren't just liking a photo. Your biology is literally responding to the sunset colors of the past, telling your body that the work of the day is over. Then there is the composition of simplicity. In a modern photo, there is usually too much going on. Scrolling tickers, busy backgrounds, and a million distractions. But 80s images often capture a single point of focus. It might be just a kid on a bike, a single car under a streetlight, or a row of arcade machines. This simplicity cures what psychologists call decision fatigue. Because the image is quiet and focused, your brain doesn't feel overwhelmed. It provides a visual anchor that stops your thoughts from racing. It's a return to a world that was human-sized, where your eyes knew exactly where to rest. Consider the depth of the shadows. In our modern world, everything is lit up 24/7. There are no more true mysteries in our photos. But 1980s, photography relied on natural contrast. If you look at an image of a dark living room or a nighttime street from back then, the shadows are deep and heavy. This actually makes us feel protected. When everything is exposed in high definition, our brains feel like they are being watched. But the deep, imperfect shadows of the 80s provide a sense of privacy. It's the science of hiding. These images remind your brain of a time when you could be unseen, tucked away in a quiet corner, where the rest of the world couldn't find you. One of the most powerful reasons these images calm us is because they represent a finished world. Today, every image we see on social media is live or new, which creates a constant pressure to keep up. But an image from 1987 is closed. When you look at a photo of a family dinner or a crowded food court from 40 years ago, your brain feels a sense of completion. There is no breaking news hidden in the background. There is no anxiety about what happens next. This sense of finiteness acts like a psychological shield, protecting you from the infinite scroll of the modern world and giving you a rare moment of pure, undistracted presence. Finally, we have to talk about the texture of reality. In the 80s, images captured real things: wood, plastic, denim, and paper. Today, everything we see feels like glass and light. When you see a high-quality photo of a messy 80s desk or a stack of cassette tapes, your mirror neurons fire. Your brain remembers the physical feel of those objects. This is called tactile nostalgia. It makes the world feel solid again. It reminds your brain that you aren't just a user in a digital cloud, but a physical being in a physical world. That grounded feeling is the ultimate cure for the weightlessness of modern life. Now think about the people in these images. They aren't posing for a profile. They are often caught in unaware moments, laughing, staring into space, or just walking down the street. In the 80s, people didn't know they were being content. This natural presence is incredibly soothing to see. It reminds our brains of a time when human connection didn't require a camera or a like count. When you look at these faces, you feel a sense of belonging. You are seeing a version of humanity that was built on eye contact and shared physical space. It's a return to a tribe that didn't need an algorithm to stay together. As the analog frequency of this journey slowly begins to shift back to the present, try to hold on to that 80s glow. You haven't just been reminiscing. You've been giving your brain a much-needed dose of the visual medicine it was designed for. The science is simple. These images don't just look better. They feel better because they allow us to be human again. If this journey into the science of calm helped you find a moment of peace today, please hit that like and subscribe. It helps us keep the analog frequency alive for everyone. Leave a comment below. What is the one 80s image that instantly makes your brain feel quiet? Is it the glow of a dashboard, the grain of a VHS tape, or a rainy street at night? The world will keep getting faster, but the soft light of 1985 will always be here to help you slow down.